My name is Mrs. Sari, principal of Lafayette High School, and I'm excited to be able to present to you, along with our design team, our new Lafayette plan. And our new Lafayette plan is called Lafayette International Academy, and that is called LEA. It is a transitional support model. Lafayette International Academy will continue to expand our current dual credit partnership with Buffalo State. It will begin a partnership with Niagara University. We are proud to say that we have customized actual staff persons, ESL coaches, and content coaches that will be working around the clock long term as we move into a longer school year and a longer day. So I'm delighted to say that LEA is a Renaissance movement and we're ready for that Renaissance.
What is LEA? The Lafayette International Academy strives to provide an exemplary and comprehensive education for all students. It will provide a unique focus on our growing international community in Buffalo, New York, actively teaching the principles of global citizenship. The school will lead the way in developing the most integrated and effective curriculum in all academic areas, providing a nurturing and supportive learning community that connects all stakeholders, students, parents, faculty, community members, and administration.
We wanted to start by talking about what some of the obstacles were that we faced at Lafayette High School that led to our designation as an out-of-time school. First and foremost was our high population of English language learners. Over 70% of our students are immigrants and refugees who are learning the English language for the first time here at Lafayette High School. That has really led to our low graduation rate. These students, they need more time and resources than is required to meet these graduation requirements. All of our students have very little access to advanced coursework and minimal opportunities to go into internships. There's a vast disconnection with the Western New York educational pipeline, and our teachers have gotten sporadic professional development in the instruction of English language learners. And a lot of our subject area teachers really work independently of each other. There's not as much cohesiveness among our teachers as we would like. To overcome a lot of these obstacles, Lafayette International Academy has established these goals. We are establishing multiple pathways to preparing all students for college and career readiness. We are implementing dynamic bilingualism to build upon and value linguistic and cultural assets of all students. We are going to implement project-based learning in all core content areas. We want to bring to scale the use of sheltered instructional strategies that comprehensively support student learning. We will enhance parent engagement through parent institutes and adult literacy opportunities. We will provide and support relevant embedded professional development to all teachers. We're going to implement a full-service community model to address the social-emotional needs of all students through existing and newly formed partnerships. Finally, we're going to increase the number of hours of instruction to 8 hours a day through a collaboration with the Buffalo Teachers Federation. Just to highlight the features that Lafayette International Academy will offer to students, as I just said, there will be a longer school day and school year. We will have college and career pathways based on the Western New York Regional Economic Development Council report. There will be interpreter training integrated with college and career pathways. We will have project-based learning for all our students. There will be dynamic bilingualism in our classrooms. Sheltered instructional observational protocol. The students will have individual academic plans that will guide their education through all 4 years of attending Lafayette International Academy. We will have a full-service community model that focuses on social-emotional wraparound services, utilizing Closing the Gap and the United Way. We will also have a parent institute and a parent facilitator.
One of the main features of LEA is its college and career academies. These academies were designed from the Western New York Regional Economic Development Council's strategic plan. We want students to leave Lafayette International Academy with opportunities in growth industries and ways to support their own community. We identified 3 different academic pathways for our students. One is hospitality and tourism, 2, education, and 3, homeland security. In the next parts, we'll learn more about each academy. Our new Hospitality and Tourism Academy is designed from the National Academy Foundation. This institution boasts a 97% graduation rate in their academies. They are found all over the United States, and we feel that they should be here at Lafayette International Academy. They'll have a profound impact on our community. We have an international pool of students that we feel could contribute to our hospitality and tourism industry here in the Buffalo-Niagara region. This is also one of the growth areas in the Western New York Regional Economic Development Council's strategic plan. Next is our Educators Academy. This academy was designed with help from Buffalo State. At LEA, we believe that our community can grow our own teachers of tomorrow. With the international and bilingual talent that we will have at the Lafayette International Academy, we believe that future teachers can come from this school and move on and support other future immigrants and future speakers of that same language and other ESL students. With our collaboration with Buffalo State, students will have access to college credits while they're still in high school and internship opportunities within the Buffalo Public Schools. Our last academy is the Homeland Security Academy. Now this academy is not just for Homeland Security, it's for public security, private security, forensics, different fields of criminal justice, but it is incredibly needed within our community. Using our international talent at Lafayette International Academy, we will be able to strengthen our current Homeland Security and other criminal justice fields locally in the region. College and career academies make a difference. LEA's College and Career Academies will provide new opportunities for students in the Buffalo Public Schools. First and foremost, it will provide an array of innovative magnet programs that will integrate the student body in Buffalo, New York. We'll be able to capitalize on the previous success in the Buffalo schools, a time when the Buffalo schools were world-renowned for their magnet programs. Lastly, magnet programs can support the local economy. With LEA's College and Career Academies geared towards local industry and community needs, LEA will be a front-runner in building citizens of Buffalo who can also contribute to Buffalo's economy. Another great feature of the Lafayette International Academy is our agreements with a variety of local colleges and universities to provide dual credit articulation agreements. Now, what does this mean? This means that a student attending the Lafayette International Academy can take high school courses that also count towards college credits. They receive a grade in the course, and then they can continue on to college with a variety of coursework already completed before they step onto a campus. At LEA, Lafayette International Academy, students can earn up to 18 credits toward college. This is a fantastic opportunity for high school students seeking. Students will have many different opportunities for dual credit articulation agreements. In our core content classes of English Language Arts, Mathematics, Science, Social Studies, and Foreign Language, students will have the opportunity to take upper-level coursework through Niagara University and Buffalo State. Each of our college and career academies will also have opportunity for dual credit articulation agreements. In the Hospitality and Tourism Academy, it will have a connection with Niagara University. With the Educators Academy, it will have a connection with Buffalo State, and with the Homeland Security Academy, it will have a connection with Bryant and Stratton College. Where do dual credit articulation agreements work? There are two great examples of where this kind of situation works fabulously for high school students. One of which is the International High School at LaGuardia, and another is the Manhattan International High School. Both schools have well over 70% English language learners in their school building, and both have connections to colleges. With LaGuardia, they have a connection with LaGuardia Community College, and for the Manhattan International School, they have a connection with Hunter College and the Borough of Manhattan Community College. Finally, both these schools have over 90% of their 9th and 10th graders on track for graduation. So this is a fantastic opportunity that we hope Leah students will have.
Lafayette International Academy will be utilizing an instructional design model called project-based learning. This model will be used not only for our academies, but also for all core content classes. Project-based learning, or PBL, is based on what's called a driving question. In other words, students will be pursuing a high-order thinking question throughout each project that they perform. The content is based on 21st century competencies that we see in the industry today. The work that the students do will be done through structured collaboration. Students will be working in groups, but not just in groups. They will all have very specific defined roles as they pursue their driving questions in their projects. The content is also based on a need to know, things that the students need to prepare them for both college and career. Inquiry and innovation is a component of this design system that leads students to utilize their own questioning techniques as they pursue the driving questions. Students will also have the opportunity to choose several components of each project and will be able to take ownership of all components. When reviewing and critiquing the projects that students complete, we will utilize not just the teacher but other people in every department, as well as industry professionals, as the students perform what they've completed in their projects and present to a public audience. What will project-based learning, or PBL, look like? Project-based learning will look a lot different from what we've seen in a traditional classroom setting. In a traditional setting, we might normally see a teacher dominating instructional time, standing up in front of the classroom and delivering instruction. Whereas in a project-based system, the learning is much more student-centered. Students will be engaged 90 to 100% of the time in each lesson. In a traditional setting, teachers mostly plan individually and sometimes in teams. In a project-based system, teachers will always be planning in teams across content areas, not only in their departments. In a traditional setting, students are mostly working individually. Although there is pair work and group work, most of traditional work that we see is done by individual students. In a project-based system, all projects are done in teams with defined roles for each student. In a traditional system, students attempt to internalize a lot of the information they learn through rote memorization, whereas in a project-based system, teams of students pursue a driving question and internalize their learning through that pursuit. Activities in a traditional setting are based on district curricula. This also happens in a project-based setting, but with more of a 21st century needs working as a lens for the content that we're delivering to students. In a traditional setting, we use traditional assessments, questions, essays. In a project-based system, traditional assessments are used, but team presentations are the chief assessments for the content and are reviewed by a panel that includes industry partners and professionals. Here are some examples of project-based systems in existence right now that are very successful in the state of New York. Right now, Manhattan International High School is utilizing project-based learning through the Internationals Network. Right now, they have 77% English language learners. All of their students began as English language learners. They have portfolios that show their academic growth, and over 90% of their 9th and 10th graders are currently on track for graduation. The same thing's happening at the International High School at LaGuardia, also part of the Internationals Network, where over 70% of their students are English language learners, all of whom began with that designation. And currently, as Manhattan is progressing, over 90% of their 9th and 10th graders are on track for graduation. Gregorio Luperón High School is also implementing project-based learning. This is a school that has seen a very high graduation rate for their ELLs, their Hispanic population. They have over an 83% graduation rate, but are also installing project-based learning through New Tech. Brooklyn High School for the Arts is seeing a lot of success with project-based learning as well. This is a school that does not have ELLs. This really illustrates that this system is being spread throughout the country for multiple populations. Lafayette International Academy will be utilizing a concept called dynamic bilingualism. And this is currently in use in New York State as what's called the speech community model. It's a unique approach to bilingual education. This model was researched by the City University of New York and developed in collaboration with CUNY by the New York State Initiative for Emergent Bilinguals. Currently, this system is in place in Gregorio Luperón High School for Math and Science, where they've seen an over 83% graduation rate. The model currently does not follow any of the systems that are used in New York State. It does not follow sheltered instruction, it does not follow the dual language model or the transitional late exit or early exit models. The idea behind the speech community model and dynamic bilingualism is that both languages can be used interchangeably as students gain the content that they're learning. Currently, it's used as a scaffold in a lot of traditional transitional models where students are receiving support in their first language and then it's removed over time. In a dynamic model, in the speech community model, the first language is used as a scaffold but is not removed over time and is used as an instrument for growth. In order to support the project-based learning system and in order to facilitate dynamic bilingualism in the speech community model, Lafayette International Academy will be using the SIOP model. SIOP is a framework for organizing and delivering instruction. It helps in supporting and planning and delivering content. SIOP is currently supported by the Center for Applied Linguistics, designed for English language learners but applicable to all populations. It will help to strengthen the project-based learning model and deliver explicit instruction, make content comprehensible for English language learners. Here are the features of the SIOP model. In a SIOP model, students are engaged 90 to 100% of every lesson. There are varied assessments, both after lessons and in lesson, that inform instruction. In the SIOP model, teachers build background for all content that is taught. Objectives are clearly defined and always connected to the Common Core learning standards. In addition to varied teaching strategies, students will also learn to use their own strategies to pursue proficiency in all domains of their language. There's a high level of student interaction in every lesson. It is not a teacher-centered but a student-centered model. Students practice content that integrates all language domains, listening, speaking, reading, and writing. And all input, that's speech and text, and all resources are made comprehensible to all students in the SIOP model. In order to achieve all of these things, the Lafayette International Academy community has issued a Memorandum of Understanding to extend our school day to 8 hours. This is an increase of 7.5 hours per week. And teachers would receive 1/200th pay per week, which is equal to 6.5 additional hours. We're also proposing in the memorandum that the school year be extended to 190 days. This is an increase of 10 days per school year. Teachers also would receive a 1/200th of their salary per day for this extended time.
In the process of looking at our plan, we felt it was critical to have a school reorganization and how important it is to include members of our stakeholders within our actual organizational flow chart. We're looking, obviously, having a principal that will be ready and for the movement as our Renaissance School is open, along with the Dean of Students, our parent facilitator working alongside our site-based management team, and of course our school leadership team that also will be aligned with our principal and our instructional leaders. We are also delighted to say that we will be having a NAF, a work experience coordinator, which is our National Academy Foundation to help to move forward with our career technology academies. And we're very excited about those pieces because we're moving into a pipeline with the Buffalo Billions and working right along with the progress of Buffalo, New York. But also our ESL coaches will be involved with that, our Say Yes coordinator, and we'll be looking forward to also having a coordinator of curriculum. In our new plan, we felt it was important to make sure that we were in concert with home and school, connecting and working together. So parent involvement is a critical portion of our plan, and also in the journey of each student's education, parents must be informed and involved. So in what you'll see in our plan, you will see that there is the creation of a parent institute, which will enlighten parents on graduation requirements, the culture of our building and our community, Also, the importance of having home language support, knowing their child's progress by reviewing the student academic plan, and strategies to promote reading at home as well as support. There also will be a Lafayette parent blog, which we are pleased to say that we have begun the beginnings of our website, but it will be expanding so that our parent facilitator and LEADA's parent involvement coordinator will be able to work with that blog to answer questions, important questions of parents regarding their students' educational progress. Also, it will provide information about our school events, concerns, and ways for parents to become more involved with their child's education. We also have a partnership with the Buffalo Center for Arts and Technology, which will be providing adult education and literacy improvement for our parents to help our parents at home to navigate the system. Lafayette Community Advisory Board will also be able to analyze concerns and find solutions, and they will also consist, but not limited to, our parents, students, community residents, administrators, teachers, higher education leaders, industry leaders, refugee settlement agencies, as well as not-for-profit leaders. We are excited about the expansion of parent involvement and how important it is in the impact of our students' education. At Lafayette International Academy, we felt it was highly critical and important to have partnerships that would help to develop our curriculum, our professional development, and to sustain our programming as it is and how it should be in the future. So our partnerships include the University of Buffalo, Niagara University with a dual credit articulation, Damon College, which has been working with us on a relentless basis with our refugee teen empowerment program after school, supporting our students in after school tutoring and homework support. Also SUNY Buffalo, which we will also have a dual credit articulation as well as professional development. Bryan and Stratton also with dual credit articulations, and of course Buffalo Center for Arts and Technology, which will focus on adult education and literacy. I don't want to forget again that we have been in a $600,000 grant partnership with SUNY Buffalo, and it is the Buffalo Partnership Project. They also are aligned with the Bilingualism internship program, and we are proud to have so many partners involved as stakeholders and also involved in the progress and movement of our school.
For more information on our proposal or to comment on our proposal, please see the Buffalo Schools website at buffaloschools.org. At their website, please follow the link to public comments invited for phase-in proposals. There you will see the different phase-in proposals and Lafayette's. Click on Comment Card to leave a comment.